gentlemen.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
So we're starting in a house. Anything else? Anything at all? You couldn't even tell me who your milkman was? Girl, how long have you been living in this house?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
So you've been here since you were 11 years old? And half the, like, any particular reason? I mean, you didn't walk in on a relative in the shower, did you? That's horrifying, I can tell you that. I freaking did that once. Whew, never again.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Urgent, open immediately. The frickin' taxman gonna come down. Bailiff, that's what's gonna happen. Bailiffs are gonna come down again. Don't worry, girl.
I haven't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh shit, girl. Sorry. Gotta be a bit more respectful for this. Oh, my friend.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Your chastity belt.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay, I ain't got nothing here, but I'm pretty sure that key unlocks her chastity belt. Which I was absolutely goddamn wrong about! In all fairness, though. Oh dear. Mysterious
keys. I wouldn't have driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints? Oh, look at the cute little deer. Hello. Hey, where you going, dear? Where you going, dear? Screw you, dear.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Never? You never for in a billion years.
But now I have questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Well, I'm pretty sure this house isn't going to be able to tell you the answers. It's not got a mouth, but...
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
You've been dreaming about a house? Girl, you are crazy!
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Yeah, it's called fear. Look at that thing. I'm surprised it's still standing. I mean, look at that. It's going to be one hell of a place. I would not want to be in that top room. We need one quick hurricane and whoosh, you're gone.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
She's 17 years old. Right? She's 17 years old and she's goddamn pregnant. I'm sorry, but pregnant at 17?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
How the hell do you not... You've inherited this. Surely they would have left a key for the inheritance.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
I'm gonna eat ya! Get in my house, Billy! Okay, then on we go. Anyone else as fearful as I am at this moment in time?
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Okay, that's not a disturbing fact at all. Let's have a little look inside, shall we?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Right, I'm still questioning how the hell she's able to crawl through there when she is pregnant. I mean... honest to God, I've known some pregnant women and they can't do much. So
the power had been turned off the night we left.
So they killed the power the night they left. Well, it's not like anyone else is gonna get any bills,
For the
is
first
it?
time in years.
Oh, I just realized. Yeah, what the heck? Edie, Dawn, Lewis, Milton, Edith. This sounds traditionally American.
I felt like I was home.
Still a nicer place than my frickin' apartment.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
A dead memory? Cue the Slipknot, my people! I'm not getting sued just yet. A living memory of Lewis. 88 2010. I ain't no good at maths. Many questions, no answers wanted.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I can't eat salmon. It still gives me the worst heartburn ever. And I mean, oh, I'm dying kind of heartburn.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Chinese, no wrong with Chinese. Okay, when you having that much Chinese, there probably is a problem.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
You left and you didn't.
It was like a
even
bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
You didn't clear the place. Where the heck did you guys leave in the first place? Never mind that. Who the hell has a window into your garage? Into the garage, for God's sake. I mean, look at that. Ay, ay, ay.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, okay, I can't make jokes about that for my own safety. No matter, I'm gonna end up in a care home.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
You mean like in those creepypastas?
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The original house sank. Yeah, isn't that cursed or something? Jesus, look at all these books you've left. You could have made a fortune selling these. Or at least donated them to a charity shop. Jeez.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, music box.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Well, I guess it's the gesture that counts. Barbara. Exactly what happened in this house? Am I gonna come across a murder scene or something? What the heck's that? 24.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I'm gonna go and take a guess then. I'm gonna find 7 corpses under that floor. Let's back to the kitchen. And we're still on the light. Oh god, that there is trapping on my nostrils.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay, what?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
That's cool. See, like, my grandmother's just horrendously racist and hates everybody.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
And that poor guy. Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Really? This isn't the Holmes frickin'... what you call it? It's worse than the frickin' Winchester mansion. I need to breathe. Why the hell do I wear this thing? Oh, that's right. Because apparently Bane doesn't like it when you take it off.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
44 to 46.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Poor girl.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
What a hell of a name, though, given Odin. Okay, I've seen that never go into an open door unless you've explored everything else.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Is everybody dying here? Jeez, this place isn't a family home, it's a murder scene. Kind of afraid to go in, but as well, I kind of want to.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Jeez.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well, let's see what's inside.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
I should have seen this coming.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay, before I go in there, I'm just going to check upstairs to make sure there's nothing that I've missed or anything.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh, so it's all locked, is it? Blooming headphones. Never buy headphones off eBay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
But it's a cat! You've done a cat! I don't know how I'd draw if I was in here, though.
No idea what was behind that door.
Isn't it said that some doors are best left closed?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Probably to hell.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
You've got some really creep issues, girl.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Okay, that's not spooky. At all. Guess you can tell a lot, I'm absolutely freaked out. Twinkle twinkle dead starfish.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Man, your mom was crazy. Oh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
What?
It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Seriously? Okay, what kind of irresponsible parent sends their child to bed without any food? In fairness, my parents did that to me once, and I snuck out the window, nearly broke my arm trying to get out of a window, ran to the chip shop, and realised, I ain't got no money. What the heck am I gonna do? Oh dear. I'll tell you the rest of the story, but then that's sort of just incriminating myself.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Wait! I'm a little girl! Ah!
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. We are Germans now. Oh, that is a. We here are from Germany, and you have no sense of humor. You will not eat your food. This is why I am not allowed internationally out, and I have to live in the middle of the ocean. Whoa, the gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
You just ate a goddamn gerbil's carrot, girl. Well, I guess that'll be fine. It's not poisonous or anything.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
You're going to eat your goldfish. Girl! What the hell is wrong with you?
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste. You ate toothpaste.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Whoa. Okay, I know what this stuff is.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Girl, holly berries are poisonous. And I've just inadvertently killed myself.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly...
What?
I was a cat.
I'm big as a cat! Okay, so stupid for screw him, John hated me anyway. A cat!
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
This girl's got one hell of a vivid imagination. I'll give her a dues.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
No wonder they're not even the hell? I'm not going to ask. Where am I jumping to? Apart from conclusions, I've got to figure out where I've got to jump to. It's not even built the garage yet. Fence! See?
I jumped and I almost got her.
Huh. Come here. Come here, little birdie.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
I promise I won't kill you.
I was up in the big tree.
But I'm lying.
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Girl, you were going to try and eat a goddamn bird.
I gobbled her up. And and suddenly, I was an owl.
An owl?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I'm an owl. Okay, this kid is surely on drugs or something, because this is not normal.
Rabbits.
Oh, this is definitely more difficult than I imagined it would have been.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Okay, what kind of owl is
And
this?
I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Owls cannot eat frickin' rabbits. Not whole, surely. What kind of owl is this?
A mama rabbit.
Yoink!
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Wait, what? Okay, this is getting into the definition. How the hell did I become a shark? I'm sorry, but I have made many questions here. Like, how the hell did I become a shark?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, the controls are inverted. Da-dun. Da-dun.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where did it go? Smells blood in the water.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I'm a monster.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh! Oh, that's nasty!
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Can't really smell that good if you're in an old pipe. No. Oh, gross. I was in a toilet.
I got closer and closer.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Girl, you have got a hell of an imagination. I feel sorry of, like, whatever the hell happened to you. What actually happened to her?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
She died in 1947. 1937 to 1947. She was only, what, 10 years old? Yeah, by the looks of it. How the hell did that cat stay alive?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I can't see why!
So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Birds. What the hell's one of them got a snake in? I'm a snake. Probably was old enough to remember that.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune.
Norway.
And misfortune.
Oh, it's cracking against my nose.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Johan! Wait, what?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
You set an... Give me a second. 1937. The very start, or not the very start, but like partly or somewhere near the start of World War II. You sailed an entire house at the start of World War II from Norway. I don't know what to say.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Who could have foreseen that happening? Anyone? Captain Hindsight, do you have anything to bring to this conversation?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Orcas? I don't know.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oh God.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
You don't say. That sucks.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Rest in peace, my good man.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Like I said before, though, I wish my grandmother was like this. Unfortunately, my grandmother is a horrendous racist who hated everyone that wasn't family.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That sucks. So sorry for the poor guy. Everyone seems to be dying here. Oh heck, this game's got a bigger death count than the Bible did.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Mole man.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
The heck?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
1930s. What? Whoa. Hang on a second so I can get my breath so I can do this little rant. Built in 1937. 1937. Now. Sorry. This thing was built in 1937, but the dude sailed for home and the reigning family in 19... I'm confused. I'm conflicted. I'm losing my mind here.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yeah, some old people do.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Run! I just don't know what to say. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What? Isn't it the first place you would look?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I can actually, confirm, I was given an old camera, proper old Polaroid style stuff for anyone that's actually old enough to remember that. It's a time before electronic and digital, folks. It was such a weird thing. Take a picture, wave it around, and realise that there's a ghost standing right behind you. God dang. Remember, this girl's pregnant. Actually, I don't need to go that way. This looks bad.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
One was an astronaut, one was a soldier.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Can understand that.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Dude, you didn't break his leg. Yeah, when I broke my leg, it was horrible. Oh, I didn't break it, it was my knee. I dislocated my knee. Painful as hell.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh. There's so much death here! But like I've seen less death in a Game of Thrones season. This is thrilling. Oh, no wonder.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yeah.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Yeah,
But that day,
bullshit.
he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Never tell anyone something is impossible.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, kids! Oh, hang on. If he landed in... No, he still would have drowned anyway. His leg would have been like shit.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I guess if he's got a broken leg and he goes over and he lands in the water, regardless, he ain't going to swim out.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Like something for him, or he's just a soldier? Well, do I know what it's like to be a soldier? There we go. Jeez, this place has got a lot of hidden doors and stuff. I know it was built during World War II, but Jesus.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Sure, so that's the way to get it back if I need to.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, she was insufferable to be around, and later on did some really regrettable and questionable things. Don't worry, we've done a lot of questionable things in our life. I can definitely attest to that.
all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Really?
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
So the Norwegian who live in
As
America
a child star,
and have the
Barbara
thick
was
accent
famous
as
for her
Englishman.
scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Seriously?
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Really?
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Oh, that sounds good.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Great, so now we're turning into the Purge.
You're right!
I think we ended up with the
Also, I
Purge from a
loved your delivery
Halloween
on that.
story.
Why is your basement door locked?
Why is it
Because my
locked?
dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
Puzzles, this is
There's
gonna
a
be like the
key
time
in the
they
music
gave me a
box.
puzzle box.
The secret
Open it up.
is
Lovely
keep
demons.
winding
Scary as hell, if you
and
ask me.
winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Seriously, who the hell made these things?
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Seems very convoluted. How the hell did they get the Halloween
She
theme
found
song?
Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, she's just being naughty.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
You are absolutely kidding me, right? Serial killer of hook hands? What the hell is going on?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
You fucking idiot.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Late
Barbara!
picture show.
Walter, what's going on up there?
Help!
Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I actually like how it's done in the cell shading. I've always liked cell shading.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his
Seriously?
bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Seriously?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Seriously, good? Screw you, Barbara, get the hell out of there!
Molly hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Bye-bye!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
How could you tell? Maybe it's the fact it's been told by fucking a really shitey crypt keeper.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Seriously, a ding-dong?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Whoa!
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom.
You don't say.
But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. They took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
What?
Her ear.
Oh! Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That is just gross. Ew.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, what I saw was just downright gross. And I freaking
I guess now I know why Mom doesn't like me playing with the music box.
So, wait. I can't remember if that was actually broken before. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm just senile and losing my mind. Possible, all chances are, for all of them. Oh, Papa, it's a penny race and half Papa in the treacle. This is the way the money goes, and down goes the weasel. Okay.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh yeah, those freaking things really hurt. I can still feel mine, and I had mine freaking when I was like, what, 11?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
How could you possibly be hiding, girl?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Not far enough.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It lasted quite a bit, actually, though.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Seriously?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
No, I won't be able to do it.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
If you're able to drink pieces straight down.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
What?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Probably all of the above.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Right.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
I'm starting to really, see something bad's gonna happen.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Huh?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
What the hell's going on? Oh, it's a train track.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, God. Poor guy. A moment, please.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I'm gonna level you folks. I've had a friend who's died after he opted for another train. It would be an easier option than the alternative.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What, dead at the end of a train tracks?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Mothers do that.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Wait, what?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
Well, coming up to our hour mark.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Okay, folks. Well, we gotta hit it up here, at least till next time. We continue. If we continue. Who could tell? See you when I see you. If not, probably before.